All right, there we go. Let's try it again. What's up and welcome. Dreadlock Pac here, aka Big Brain, Wellock Man. And today, as the title states, we remembering the anthem, man. Welcome one, welcome all, wherever you are, whenever you are. I hope you're doing fine, fantastic, swell, muy bien, très bien, bonjour, konnichiwa. I hope you're doing your thug thizzle wherever you lay your hizzle. And most importantly, I hope you at least try and succeed and get victory when you reach for your tomato in the sky. But yeah, man, whew, today's bittersweet, bro. Today's bittersweet. Honestly, let me find some wood first. Okay. Honestly, I thought it'd already be off by now, but man, uh, man, it's funny because I remember when the trailer came out, and when the trailer came out, obviously it was all hype and grandiose, and I just remember the flying and just all the mech suits and just the Iron Man hype because they have. You know what's crazy, bro? Is like sometimes things is like lightning in a bottle and it literally is never replicated or done right. And all it needs is a little bit of TLC, a little bit of compassion, a little bit of that. You know what I'm saying? Put in there, but yeah, man. Let's go ahead and enjoy what we got right now, right? And let's give a proper send off. So I don't know if I'm gonna get kicked off anytime during or if we're gonna have to cut the stream before, but I do plan on enjoying every little last bittersweet bit. So let's go ahead and go through the minute the overall look real quick. This was honestly my favorite javelin, surprisingly. I thought I was gonna love the storm, right? Because when I seen it, as you see the name, right, Big Marine Warlock Man, I thought I was gonna be the storm, and I guess yeah, we might as well go through all of them real quick. But I thought the storm was gonna be like my favorite, right? And it's pretty dope. I ain't gonna lie, but it's something about the speed. It's the eager edge hype of the speed. But yeah, man. So this is my storm. Yeah, I'm saying man, I love playing this game too, bro. It's crazy because all it needed was like the proper. In hindsight, that is all it needed was like the proper just open loot system and end game. But this is all of the stuff I got for it. I guess we'll go over it. You know what I'm saying? Because it's gonna be gone forever. I'm hoping in the future, man, somebody pick up the IP and just really put put their foot in it, man. But okay, we'll go over the weapons another time because everybody got the weapons. But these is the ones I was using. I can't for the life of me remember the setups, but I had a lot of fun, man. I had a lot of fun. I will say that. All right, let's go to yeah. What's crazy though is I never played with the big boy, the Chungus 3000, the Hulk Buster. Yeah, I never played with him. Let's see. Okay, the Ranger. I did like the Ranger though. He was like the jack of all trades, Iron Man type dude. Let's see. We might get around to messing with the other ones depending on how long we play. But yeah, I really like the what was dope about this that I found at the time. Uh, give me a second. All right. Yeah, I had a lot of fun with this thing. What was I? Oh yeah, at the time, right? I cannot remember for the life of me what games was out. I'm gonna have to go back and Well, I feel old, man. I feel old. But I remember at the time there wasn't many games that had like the what stood out to me at the time with this game was the way that you could apply and do the debuffs. And so that to me at the time, Destiny didn't have like the whole system of Devour, Jolt. It was definitely way before Witch Queen. What era was that, man? I cannot for the life of me remember. As you see, we don't have any of the Colossus, but the Interceptor was my favorite. So we got A Smith. This one right here. Which, let's see, Voice of Courage. This right here, I do remember this because back in the day when this game first came out, it was like that's what it was. It was a lot of like bottleneck problems that made this game suffer, and a lot of things really, I guess, got that type of issue, right? Like the small little bottleneck thing, where if it gets if all of the energy gets funneled and choked to to a bottleneck, really, and it can't get to the outlet, right? The energy can't flow properly. It doesn't have the feng shui, so to speak. And so I think that and the lack of in game is um, what really did this game in at the end of the day, and the variety too, because of when they added the cataclysm, that was pretty cool, but it just wasn't enough, right? And honestly, I think that's the same thing is why everybody feeling the same way about Battlefield 6. But I think another thing people aren't considering too is that at the end of the day, it's a limited amount of people that you're gonna be able to that play the game, and a lot of these people play the same games. So you know what I mean? Like you really got to put in the oomph to it to captivate and capture a person's attention nowadays, right? In order for them to put their energy into it. But that being said, there are some hidden gems and some beautiful features and things about really everything in nature and in life that if you pay attention to, it doesn't necessarily have to be the best of the best of the best, sir, with honors, but it can be pretty you can take something from it, and if you can use it and apply it, you can do that and benefit yourself and the environment around you. So that's always what I liked about Anthem in general, and what I look, I guess, really towards anything and everything. But I really think, like I said, most of that to say, because I be random tangent and long winded. But I think like these features and Monster Hunter World, when those two games came out, they helped steer the direction of like where Destiny went as far as like being able to apply the debuffs, right? Because me personally, I was one of those players that I wasn't on the forums and stuff like that asking about it, but like during the comment sections and in the game chats and during random raids, I would join people and stuff like that. Those was conversations that I would have. Shoot, even streaming, right? I think a lot of my streams, if you go back, you can hear like the stuff that I would ask for, and it was like the elemental feature, the ability as a gamer to be able to affect my sandbox with a lot of tools. That is fun for me, right? I don't like the standard rigid, you know what I'm saying? Like if I'm in a as a gamer, if I'm in a sandbox and I know that I'm going into the sandbox, but when I get in the sandbox, I can't even recognize that I'm in it, right? Like I'm so immersed in it that I'm having fun. I you know what I'm saying? Like I gotta ask somebody like, hey, where the exit at? That type of fun and being able to affect the sandbox is what I love. That's why I think Arc Raiders pops off so heavily too, is because no matter how you play, right, you can effectively put your uh I guess persona is the easiest word I can grab right now. You can put your persona or your character, yeah, you can put your persona in that character and put them in the sandbox, right? And have fun. Like that's why in Battlefield 6 too. I think that's why it popped off as far as the FPS is because of the being able to do that with the destructibility and stuff like that. And so for a lot of players, when you can um affect it your way, it just pops off, bro. Like that's just the easiest way I can put it. But anyway, we'll tangent over. I guess we'll run. Let me get on my boy real quick. Let me get on my baby, my Mach 5. Ooh, we might come back and make a couple of them just for like for sake. But I really wanted to. I guess we'll go over the guns for nostalgia's sake. The Jawa's Wrath. For those who remember the trailer, right? This was the gun that was in the trailer, and I might get into a rant about that a little later. But this was the gun that was like when the trailer popped off at the I think it was E3 at the time. I can't remember. I think it was E3, but I remember when the trailer popped off and it popped up on the screen because it's a looter shooter. You know what I'm saying? With all the bedazzles and the glimmer, it was like, oh, what is Jar's Rev? So I figured we, what I'm saying, send off with that today. But I can't remember when this came in the game. I think this actually came in the Cataclysm later. So effectively, it wasn't in the game at the beginning. I think I could be incorrect. Always trust but verify. Don't matter of fact, I wouldn't even completely, you know what I'm saying? Like you gotta trust in something, you gotta build an earn, right? But with any information from any source, right, you should be like, I came from there, and then go verify it yourself. So I'm not sure, but I think Jar's Wrath came in the Cataclysm, but that's what we're gonna use today. So we got Jar's Wrath, we got the Rainmaker. Let's see, we got the Grave Digger. I think this thing right here is like a trace rifle. And you know me, your buzz a big trace rifle fan. So let's see. Yeah, and a cool thing too, right, is I wish like this is one thing that popped off. Let me go ahead and let me chew gum and walk at the same time. This is one thing that Anthem really had that popped off heavy for me was like the modifiers on the bottom, right? You could really like if you had a certain type of this right here was like this reminded me of Gears of War Chainsaw Ripper. If you really had like a certain play style, if you wanted to build into a certain fringe, you know what I mean? You could really do that as far as the buffs go. I can't remember them all now off the top of my head, but I remember there was certain builds that I was using that was like the way the regen loop was, it was insane. It's kind of like the Destiny loops, you know what I'm saying? Like the controverse holes, uh, and getting your super back and stuff like that. So, um, it was pretty dope, yeah, for what it was, for real. Yeah, see, hitting 8 shots in a single burst recharges shields by 35%. I guess I should read them from the top instead of just going through them. Yeah, let's start at the bottom and then we'll go up since we started at the top, right? I guess we'll go through all the weapons that I kept because I kept them for a certain reason. I guess, yeah, especially the purple. I think I could. Ammunition explodes on contact with the target. Limited ammo. Yeah, this right here is my baby, bro. This is the one we probably gonna end up using the most. But I think I kept this. Yeah, I think I kept this because you see at the bottom 100% weapon ammo. I think, not sure that I can have two bullets with this because you only supposed to have one if you look at the ammo. But let's breeze through this just in case we getting kicked off anytime soon. And we got Light of the Legion, upgraded scout, basic semi-automatic rifle, empty in the magazine, recharges shields. You got 20% weapon mag, 50% ammo, damage. Then you got the upending battle. High rate of fire, decent striking power. The exotic perk is Striker Savagery. Hitting an enemy at point blank range increases the weapon and melee damage by 135%. So, for the melee build, that's perfect, right? That's another one, but just with a different, setup. Vasa Surprise, upgraded Hellstrom. The least accurate machine pistol, but also the fastest. On a melee hit, gain 100% ammo in the magazine. And then you see all the 175% physical damage at the bottom. Another upending battle. The Truth of Tarsus. I see. This is a replica, I think, of this one, the upgraded version. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, upgraded Devastator. Upgraded Devastator. Ammunition explodes on contact, and when I say explodes, it's like 17 gunpowder gambles packed into one bullet. Hitting weak points on an enemy under status effect will set off a chain combo. Yeah, just different ones on here, ultimate damage, shield max, ammo drop rate, acid damage, reload speed. I tried to look for, me, really extremely niche, quirky stuff that they would have to like patch to be like, yeah, this shit broken. Thunderbolt of Yevenia, basic semi-automatic rifle, has 33% chance to deal large electric damage, 150% weapon damage over there. Another Thunderbolt, another Thunderbolt, another Thunderbolt. Soothing Touch, upgraded anvil, hits hard, has a slight knockback. Striker's Balance, hits reduce recoil by 30%, stacks to 3 for 10 seconds. And then we got the Siege Breaker. I think this one right here did like an ice thing. Yeah, combination of assault and a sniper rifle. On a hit streak, 3 of them, shots freeze the target. So this is literally the icebreaker of this game, right? Soothing touch again. Rolling Carnage, 2 shell bursts, hits hard, scouts advantage, dashing increases his weapon's damage by 83% for 20 seconds, stacks 3 times. Another Rolling Carnage, Retaliation of Garatus, longer range with lower rate of fire. Gambler's Wrath, with when armor declines, weapon damage increases by 400%. Yeah, so they, like I said, they really have some pretty fun combinations and stuff you could come up with. Renewed Courage, fastest fire rate in class. I'll probably end up using this one. Survivor's Balance, last shot reduces recoil by 50% for the next 20 seconds, stacks 2 times. This is my baby, though. I remember using this a lot. Roundnear's Blaze, because of a status effect. Upgraded Hammerhead, hardest hitting in assault class, ignites the target on a hit streak. And like I say, this is before Destiny had the actual status effects, right? I think we was actually still in diamond locked classes, bro. I think that's how far back it was. Upgraded scatter shot, standard issue launcher shotgun. Reloaded increases force and delivers bonus damage of 100% for 15 seconds. Stacks twice. This was the shoddy, bro. I remember this thing like just deleted. Elemental Rage, upgraded Defender, standard issue Freelancer rifle, Veteran's Fervor. I thought I said Vegeta's. Hitting elite enemies increases all elemental damage for 5 seconds, for 5% for 10 seconds. Stacks up to 20 times. The Glorious Result fires a forceful 1-2 punch. Demolitioner's Fury, hitting 2 enemies' weak points, quickly increases all weapon damage by 150% for 5 seconds. Alright. Divine Vengeance. Upgraded Warden fires 4-shot bursts. Okay, so it's basically a budget. Oh, it's a battle rifle. I can't remember. Revision 0, pretty much. Every third weak point hit causes large fire explosions. Oh man, I don't think I used that before. At least if I do, I don't remember. Death from Above, upgraded Guardian. Delivers a powerful 3-shot burst. Raptor Sense, while hovering, increases weak point damage by 235%. Do you? Alright, yeah. Cycle of Pain, upgraded Sledgehammer, slower fire rate with the best striking power. Marksman Swiftness. Weak point hits increase weapon fire rate by 10% for 10 seconds. Stacks up to 10. 10, 10, 10. Yeah, it's crazy, bro. Avenging Herald. Upgraded Black Blast. Upgraded Blast Black. Blast Back, golly. Handgun with solid striking force. Raptor's Deadeye. Hovering increases weapon damage by 200%. Alright. Another Cycle of Pain. Avenging Herald. Artina's Gambit. Upgraded Relentless. Most balanced gun in its class. When reloading, detonates a combo explosion on prime targets in the immediate area. So that's pretty good for doing primes. You got the Shard Storm. Blade Slingers charge a circular projectile with dynamic force. Launches experimental crystal projectiles across the immediate area. Alright. And this one, Raz's Ripper, is the same as far as the Blade Slinger, but it fires a barbed blade that inflicts ongoing shrapnel damage instead. And we got the Rainmaker. I think this is a trace rifle. Pulse accelerators use seal technology to generate destructive energy. Fires an energy burst that explodes. Oh, maybe not. Fires an energy burst that explodes into smaller projectiles. What is this? Cold Heart with explosive rounds. Blade Slinger. This one launches a heavy blade that bounces between targets. Oh, that one's probably fun. Okay, another Rainmaker. Okay, so we got Jar's Wrath. Which one is the best Jars, though? That's what we gotta have to get on to. We got the Lightning Rod, Voltcasters. Yeah, these Voltcasters was nasty, bro. Voltcasters use seal technology to focus ambient electricity, calls down lightning on a specific location. Hey, yo, that's bolt charge, bro. See what I'm saying, yo? The inspiration is aspiring. Gravedigger. Another pulse rifle, pulse accelerator, fires an increasingly powerful stream of energy. Okay, so this one is literally a. I think this one reminded me of Ruinous Effigy when it came out. So I think it was in that era. Was it? Man, it's crazy how time flies, bro. Flash fire. Voltcasters use seal technology to focus ambient electricity. Fires a lightning attack that jumps from enemy to enemy. And this is Jolt. Yeah, that's crazy, bro. Bad Omen, another trace rifle, charges to fire a burst of energy projectiles. We almost done, y'all. Wyvern Blitz, upgraded Deadeye. Raptor Sense, hovering while firing, increases weapon damage weak point by 185%. Vast Surprise, The Truth of Tarsus. This was my baby. 250% physical damage, 30% repair to drop rate. Alright, I didn't care about all that. It was the 250% that I must have seen that piqued my interest. Rolling Carnage, another upgraded Vengeance. Okay, Siegebreaker, Seething Touch. I think we've seen all these, right? Retaliation of Berettas, Rolling Carnage. Okay. Like I say, the reason I'm doing this in particular is for posterity's sake. Hopefully in the future, man, when I'm old and whatnot and all that good jazz, I can come back and look at all that stuff and have a nostalgia vibe. You know what I mean? So I wanted to do it earlier, but hey, man, it's all in the perfect timing, ain't it? Okay. So we said we was gonna use Jar's Ref, and nope, we were going to use my baby. Because I want to at least capture this gameplay footage. The Truth of Tarsus. Alright, bet. And as far as these go, I mean, I guess I'll keep on what I got. Upgraded weapon, Venomous Blaze, double-bladed daggers that poison their target, deals additional damage against enemies below 50% health, 200% weapon damage. I mean, that's pretty much it. That's why I got that on. So, yeah. Yep. Okay. Let us go take a crack at everything. I think I'm gonna keep my kit that I got on, but we'll probably end up switching it through. But yeah, man. Hopefully we can even run one. Okay. I wanna do the Tyrant Mine. This is my favorite one, man. I ran this on endless loops, bro. I know I can get through hard pretty easy. We're gonna try Grandmaster, hopefully. Faith and wishing. Hopefully, someone else joins us and it's not like super heavy. But I need to change something if that's the case. For a single expedition, increase recharge speed of equipped gear. Heat capacity. That's the flight. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do the shield on that. On this difficulty. Voltcaster damage. Wait a minute, what was this? The damage of ultimates. I don't care about the damage of ultimates. Recharge speed of gear. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do recharge speed of gear. Because I don't fly that much. I mean, I do be flying. That's one of the best parts about it. But as far as like how I be maneuvering and whatnot, I've lost my edge on how to fly as much as I used to. All right, I think we're just gonna leave all these the same because I can't remember. If we got time later, we'll come back. But I know one of them I wanted to change so I could res my allies just in case. Yeah, it's this one here. This one right here. Voice of Courage. Upgraded Rally Cry. Breaks you and your allies free of all status effects. Additionally, revives down squad mates who are nearby. So, and then I get 200% gear charges. So, that's always been. What did the other things do? I think the other things just weakened them. Target beacon locks into the target, reducing their resistance and jumping to another target if defeated. Additionally, immediately marks additional enemies near that target. Yeah, reduce their resistance. Yeah, but we don't need that. Okay, let's see if we can get into a Grandmaster. Hopefully, I'd love to do a Grandmaster 3 just to see how tough it is. But good old Anthem. Yeah, I remember when they was talking about Anthem 2 and getting it It was funny because that was basically inspired by Destiny's loadout system to upgrade it. I remember when they were showing this stuff. I remember following the page on Twitter, I think. And then I remember when they was like, "Yeah, we ain't no longer putting in work on it." I was devastated. I was like, "No!" But I get it though, man. Some things just can't. You know what I mean? They need the energy put into it in order to thrive. But this one was, I think, one of the ones that this was a diamond in the rough, a hidden gem. If they ever pick up anything else and do it correctly, yeah, it's a really good video series out that I can't remember what position the dude held, but he worked on it and he goes down into detail like what happened and the steps that led up to the quote unquote failure of Anthem. I hesitate. I say quote unquote failure of Anthem because I don't know if he said it. But not only that, yes. But but also I say failure is quote unquote is because like it's not gonna exist anymore, right? So but this is my favorite thing about it. When I learned this tech right here on the striker, not the striker, the interceptor, I was like, yeah, this is my baby. Let's see if I still remember the maneuver. Alright, let's go, baby. Let's go. We actually, that's the funny thing about it, though, is like everybody goes back for the final hoorah, right? That's why, look, that's why I be so big about, yeah, I'm saying, syncing it all together, bro. That's why I was like, if you notice my send off, you know what I mean? I be trying to be in the present, the past, and the future, because it's all perspective, ain't it? Yeah, this thing right here was like the hunter, bro. Yeah, tough enough to where I gotta actually go the weekend. There we go. Yes. Oh yeah, we ain't even shot the gun yet. Alright, so hold up. You can't pull the sniper out just yet. Let's go with the Jara's Wrath, right? Yeah, man, like, I love it. I love it. I can't even remember what this thing did as far as like the tech of it. Yeah, man. And then my homie was telling me about I think it was because of BioWare, right? Cause I am unfamiliar with BioWare's game. Y'all gonna roast me, but I have never played Mass Effect. I just recently watched the boy, who was it? Gingy, I think, or Gaming Harry. Real good channel to go to sleep to. But he be breaking down like the lore of the lore of different video games and stuff like that. And I just now recently got into Mass Effect lore, and I was like, oh snap, that's pretty dope. But anyway, he was telling me about the wait, here goes the sniper. Woo! Weekend.
Good. I'd say you're half there.
But he was telling me about how good Mass Effect was and like the gameplay of it in general and whatnot. So I was pretty I was like, man, all they needed was good that's really what everything needs in general, right? Is like good leadership, good good squad, a good team, right? Like Team 7, Naruto, or really any I'm trying to think of a team. Oh, nah. What team is Shikamaru, Ina, and Choji? Ina and Shikacho. I can't remember their numbers. But yeah, you need a good team like that. They know their strengths, their weaknesses, how to work together. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, man, a mission, a goal-oriented plan, bro. Everybody on the same page. Check in and off. Try to get it done. I mean, look at Arc Raiders, bro.
Hey, those eggs, are they filled with acid? The scars were bringing them into the relic. Might be how they're making weapons.
Right. We should check the second relic just to be sure.
Let's switch back over. But this is my favorite, bro. Right here is the high. So there's multiple ways to do the dash, and I know I'm not the right person to teach this stuff.
There's the second relic.
And a lot of scars.
What up, man? But so I think you want to get a running start first, and then dash, jump, dash, jump. Yeah, see that gas burst was me farting. No, I was out of jump juice. But man, it was the maneuverability of this stuff, man. I got so addicted to the speed, bro. Time to use the alt, and then the alt on this thing, he had infinite health when you did it. It's basically blade dance, invincible blade dancer. You might as well play the Sonic invincibility music. I'm gonna pop it in a second. I just want to get it in a good area. Yeah, shoot, bro. We might as well go for Grandmaster too, as easy as this. Well, I ain't gonna say easy. Woo! Yeah, man. Sir. Oh man, yes sir. That's why I just cherish it while it's here, bro. That's really what, you know what I'm saying? Just enjoy it while it's here. Put in the, you know what I mean? Like the Buddhist monks say, you know what I mean? What is it? We gotta open the gate, I think? Not yet. And what was cool about it too at the time, I thought too, was like, not that the puzzles are any different as much, but they had puzzles in here. Okay, yeah, we'll use our superhero. They had puzzles in here that made you think a little bit. Like you couldn't just, it wasn't all just like go straight forward, kill this, add this, that, and the third. Like you actually had to do a little bit of thinking. Don't get me wrong, I do love my mindless run just straight at you horde mode, but at the same time, engaging thought puzzles are pretty fun as well too. Not all the time, you know. Don't fatigue me on either end. But at the same time, I thought it was pretty okay for how the puzzles were, you know. But at the same time, a lot of them were like bare bones. So I appreciate it for what it was worth. But you know, that's where I think the shortcomings were a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Didn't have the 2020 hindsight foresight. You know, and it's just for conversation purposes, you know. Not to bash or, you know, beat a dead horse. I'm just, these are things why I didn't succeed. I think personal reasons. But this obviously is what's fun about it, man. Like you see, I'm playing it now. You see, I popped up the stream to do this thing, right? Like, oh man.
And silenced.
Oh, I'ma miss you, boy. I'ma miss you.
What was that?
Just a hunch, but that might be the source of the eggs.
Which means the job's not done.
It came from underground.
Yeah, we'll probably try to run a harder version of this one. This is actually pretty easy. No one's going down. I don't even need to use my abilities like that. I done just went straight autopilot, chop 'em up mode. Okay, so how do we run first, then jump? Yeah, okay. So it's run, speed, jump, jump, speed, jump. Run, speed, jump, jump, speed, jump. Yep, that's it. Alright, bet. That's it. Run, speed, jump, jump, speed, jump. Yep. Yeah, man. And then we get rid of the acid just like that. Oh, it was so dope, bro. And then back then, that was one of the things. Because when you used to go down, like it was a horrible state that you was in a down state. So it kind of was like it made you play so tedious that you didn't want to do the hard mode You know what I mean? Because like if you went down and there was no one to res you, then it's literally like it's enjoyable for I can't remember how long it was. It was a very long time though. And the screen, it wasn't even like a spectating screen or nothing. Like the screen wasn't enjoyable or anything. It's crazy how like it's the small things as well as the big things. They of course it all connected, right? But like it's the small things, right? Think of the loading screen for I can't remember which Budokai Tenkaichi game it is. But you know the loading screen where you can roll the sticks,
Another relic.
you know what I mean, to
Take
spawn the
caution.
little
Sounds
Cybermen.
stable.
That is engaging. While I gotta sit there and I gotta wait
Shit.
for the
Told you.
environment to load and
Gather the fragments.
all of the devs to do the little magic for me to enjoy my game. Whoever thought of that screen and that transition, that nigga need a raise. Cause that's what I'm saying. Like I remember those things. And to me, those are moments that's like, yeah, why don't other games do that, right? Why don't they add an engaging loading screen? You know, I like the Skyrim loading screens. You know what I'm saying? Because they taught me about the world of Skyrim and stuff like that. But you know, sometimes a little mini game things like that. You know, they're not only thoughtful, but they are effective and memorable. So. God, I'm gonna miss this speed, man. I'm gonna really miss the speed. I don't know. We might play on the others today. I don't know what time they're gonna cut this thing off
Relic's
though.
almost reconstructed.
I tried to look it up, but I couldn't find any information. But I'd imagine by the end of the day at least, right? Yeah, there was builds where you could, just like in Destiny now, man, you could get your super back by like, you know, you just had to get the right, I can't remember what I think they were called, nah, they weren't called inscriptions, were they? Whatever the little mini side bonuses of the perk was. Oh, yes, let's go. Yeah, they're still a little too easy for my liking. I don't even remember what them buffs did. Way of integration, way of the swift.
Just hold tight. Any interference could cause it to spike again.
I think the closest thing that came out that was like a mech game since this is like Exo Primal. But even then, it still doesn't scratch the itch.
Green answer. Get back to the platform.
Oh. Yeah, this thing was pretty dope. But I appreciate you for all the good times and the memories. Yeah, so I guess renting off right now for any aspiring looter shooter. I know it's easy for me to be an armchair gamer. But the things that make me as a gamer feel good and what I like to do. The gameplay, obviously, you know. Gameplay should be, I'd say the gameplay and having fun with the community / friends. I'd say those are the biggest things because that's what makes Arc Raiders to me pop right now. It's like the fact that you could have you could have fun with your friends, you could have fun by yourself, and you can have fun with the community and the whole sandbox in general. So it's like that's a core feature, you know what I mean? Like the gameplay. So like obviously that's easy, but whatever that means to you and your sandbox, that just makes fun, just extreme fun gameplay. That has variety and diversity, you know what I'm saying? Be able to have play expression. As far as loot goes though, yeah, you need a same thing, plethora and variety. And it needs to be so much like at the offset, which is crazy, that it gives everybody time to breathe and chase things down, like the mystery of it. It's kind of ironic too, because like back in the day, you know what I'm saying, like going to go hunt for the information, you know, it used to be a lot of word of mouth. It wasn't as simple as like, you know, as soon as content drops, they pretty much solved it. As soon as it's solved, it's a video on it, it's a video on it, and like there's no more mystery or flair to it. So I think figuring out how to do the lightning in the bottle on that and put that into your game is definitely that'll get you a lot of longevity points. Whether it's with the lore or I think one of the things he had the back rooms the back rooms on what is that game? Remnant 2. I thought that was pretty dope. That was a good example to me. Because they knew, I think the case was that they knew people were gonna data mine it, so they put something in there for them to find in order to get to it. I think that was a pretty ingenious way. So some features like that. Yeah, so I guess on a micro and macro level is player expression. So like the javelins is a great example, and the weapons are too, and the skills. So like having a micro, macro, and then a relationship polarity with those would probably be best. Like a push and a pull, where you can go to extremes of all ends. Because I like when a meta is established, right? But then there's always that hidden meta that people don't really know about, and then when they discover it, it's like, oh shit, it's been in the game the whole time. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yeah, bro, yeah, I've been trying to tell y'all, Vesper Radius been cracked. You know what I'm saying?
Well, that's not ominous. I'm using plastic.
Oh, we waiting on Bonga Shek. Let's see how fast we body this guy. Yeah, I remember this from the trailer, bro. And everybody was like, ah! That's what they was lacking, like strikes and nightfalls when this game first came out. They did not have that much variety of stuff to do. It was so bare bones and minuscule. That's what helped sink the ship on this thing. Yeah, it's done deal. If we gonna get people, we'll definitely go through a harder tier.
Is it over?
Yes.
Yeah,
No life
so
signs detected.
that's supposed to be a little bit longer than there, but yeah, man.
Smaller one next time. Thanks. Greetings.
All right, yeah, everybody going away for that time, man. Gotta love it, bro. Gotta love it. Oh, nice send off, man. Nice send off. Mm. Expedition. Oh yeah, and the loot will come after. Got another siege breaker. Nothing too special like. Masterwork. Yeah, bro, before the masterworks. That's crazy, bro. Inspiration is crazy. Oh yeah, this was the one where you launch 2 shadow clones at somebody and you get 100% gear charges. I think I get 2 on that then. Increase acid damage and oxygen capacity. Gear hit, increase all damage. Let's get rid of everything, really. How do I mark it? Yeah, mark for salvage. Which one? Increase acid damage? Yeah. I didn't want to see what that one was like though. See if I got another one with 100% gear charge. Let's go to Fort Tarsus. Because I want to play that again, just on a harder difficulty. And maybe with a different weapon set. I don't know. Should we do the Ranger? I can't remember how the Ranger played. Oh yeah, the Ranger was basically like the... I mean, it was like the Iron Man Titan. Because I guess the Colossus was like the Titan. But it could do the barricades in the middle of the air. Alright.
We need you to stay safe out there.
Yes. Okay. Yeah, we'll increase the damage just a little bit. I did like running Jar's Wrath, but we'll try something different this time. What's the other Volt caster actually? How do I organize this thing? Yeah, there we go. Volt casters. I want to see. Wait a minute. Can I craft? That's crazy. You could craft them too. Anyway. Okay, so we got on Jar's Wrath now. So the 3 that there was Jar's Wrath, Lightning Rod, and Flash Fire. The one that I have on now, 85% shield maximum, more ammo pickup, 175 elemental damage. So that's probably why I use that one. This one, 10% ultimate damage, 125% elemental damage, 20% shield recharge. Okay, so the elemental damage was weaker, the vault damage, shield maximum, gear damage. Okay, so both of them are basically weaker. The difference between the Jar's Wrath and the Flash Fire is fires a lightning attack that jumps from enemy to enemy. So we'll probably use this one because it's like a Volt shot. And then the lightning rod calls down lightning on a specific location. So out of these, repair drop rate, weapon damage, harvest bonus, fire damage, volt damage. Okay, we'll go with this one. It's not an 80 though, but that's... And then the Truth of Tarsus. I mean, honestly, I wasn't using my weapon like that anyway, right? Do we want to use another? You know, let's stick to the legend. So legendary was higher than masterwork, right? Yeah. Stick to the legendary so my level stays higher. So this is a trace rifle. Okay, so the pulse accelerators are trace rifles. Oh yeah, the other one was the one that did the fire damage, right? The Rauniers. I didn't use that one just yet. Tell you what, we'll use the pulse rifle and the trace rifle, and if we need to, we can. That's right, because you used to not be able to switch mid game, but now you can. The pulse accelerator, yeah, fires an energy burst. Burst that explodes into projectiles. We'll do the Rainmaker. Let's see, pulse accelerators. Yeah, that's the only two I got. All right, bet. We'll do the Rainmaker, the Flash Fire, keep the Deathstalker blades on, 200% weapon damage. What I say? I got on Viper's Bite, right? What's this? Oh, that's because the level's lower. Got you. Spray a cone of acid. Hitting enemy adds up to 7 ultimate charges. Okay, so this is what gives me my... Yeah. And see, I got 200% gear charges on the top left, and then I got 100% gear charges on the bottom right. So this gives me, I think, 3 total. Yeah. So I think that's why that's my best one. Sudden death, upgraded Tempest Strike, or hitting an enemy detonates a fire explosion. Sanadine's Respite, throwing a star melts through armor. Okay. That's right, that gives you shield back. Explosive melee attack, instantly restores 50% armor. And then this is the Shadow Clone Ghost ones. I like that one actually. That was pretty dope, but it was either that or the gas. I mean, I could do the Shadow Clone, but the gas on a harder difficulty probably would be more effective, right? We'll see. We'll see. Okay, we'll try this anyway. And which one? Oh yeah, I got the gas nade, Serpent's Veil. Another one with 200% gear charges. What did this one do again? Oh yeah, the proxy mines. Okay. We might switch it up a little bit after a while. We'll see. Okay. All right, let's try another Tyrant Mine. Just... yeah. Oh no, not that one. Crank it up a notch. At least if we get somebody in here, we know we can do it. Yeah, I want my shields up. Yeah, we'll increase the weapons on my what's names too. All right, let's try it again. But yeah, man. Good old send off for the baby. It reminds me of the time when they reset the server for what game was that? It was the online Final Fantasy game. I think it was 14, right? When they did the revamp and everybody got online for the last time, well, quote unquote, the last time before they reset it. That joint was too funny. If you guys redid Anthem, how would y'all remake it? What would y'all add to it? Here we go. Definitely increase the story a little bit. Put a little bit of more pizzazz and oomph in it. I think the story and a lot of stuff do be underestimated. And to a degree, you can definitely forego a good story. But like with everything, man, there's a balance to it. I think a good story gives investment. And yeah, a good story gives good lore and investment. Okay, so we didn't get nobody in this time. Let's see how difficult it is.
Corvus has
And
received
then we'll
reports
go
of
from there.
scars attacking supply caravans of acidic weapons.
That's a step up from their usual antics.
I've traced the acid back to this region. This must be where they're making it.
Stop them before they get any more bright ideas.
Picking up energy from 2 Shaper relics.
Where there's relics, there's usually scars.
There's the relic.
Looks unstable. Scar's been messing with it.
You'll need to silence it.
There we go. A little bit more difficult. What I like, but I don't know if I can do it solo. We'll give her a shot, though. Yeah, this is the part where it's like, all right, now you got to work for it. Woo! See how long we can go without getting another teammate in there. Yeah, that was the down screen, and then they take you. But boy, back in the day when you was down, you was down. There was no respawning, there was no getting back up.
Scars.
Alright, we gotta take it a little bit more serious now.
Some kind of acid. You know, if you needed another reason to hate them.
I don't, but
Might have to switch up my weapon. Ooh,
I'm correct. The acid came from this
My
location.
weapons.
Destroy the source, and Corvus will be grateful.
Freelancer, Spiky.
found the first relic.
Is this supposed to look like that?
No, it's volatile. You'll need to silence it, Freelancer. Oh, Lord. Woo.
Okay. Let's take a second to breathe. Did not choose the best set of weapons. Dang, I'm sitting here pressing the thumbstick in like it's like it's arc raiders. There's no way I'll be able to beat the what's the name on this, but I like the difficulty. I just don't want to be nice. Oh, land, piece of shit.
You need echoes to silence the relic.
Oh, you don't say, huh? It's kind of hard when I gotta deal with all this infiltration. How about you give me somebody to help me, please? One would be perfect. I'm not asking for much. You know, I mean, I can do it all by myself. You know what I'm saying? I can knock it out, but actually, you know what? Since I say that, let me take a respite. Yeah, you used to not be able to do this either. Let's see. So, which one is? Yeah, no, we need to take this off. I need something that gives me my shield back. You know what? I guess I don't want to go back to the Truth of Tarsus, but honestly, that's probably the best thing for right now. Recharge your shields by 35%. Yeah, actually, this is perfect. Let's see what this is like for a second. Ah. It's actually not the only thing I wanted to switch either. I wanted to switch, since I'm not in a fire team with anyone right now. What is it? Voice of Courage. I need to take that off. And we can put on the beacon thing. Repair to operate. Gear charge. Yeah, we'll put that one on. Alright. My other alt was basically used. Ah, there we go. Re-shoulder. Red shoulder. Haha, let's go. Seek ye shall find, baby. Well, we'll put that back on if we start struggling. I wonder if everybody's in either 2 or 1. I mean 3 or 1. Oh yeah, that's a shotty. Alright, bet. I'll do that. Oh yeah, and that's weakened, and then it jumps to another target. That is right, okay. So my role is to throw that, throw those, and then go smash out. Yep, that's right. Oh no! Red shoulder got me. He has a red shoulder. I told you. Thank you, good sir.
Perfect, thanks.
Energy levels have dropped by 50%.
That's a lot. Oh, boy, lot of damage. Armor is indeed critical. Go, boss. Right. He's good, so I really don't need to put on the thing yet. He's doing better than me. Yeah, man, no maneuverability, that is an ace in this game, bro. If anything get replicated, it has to be the maneuverability and the flight of this game, man. It's crazy. I think I will go back and watch the dev talk about this. All right, where's the last one at? You got it, boss? Okay, you got it, right? Yeah, you got it. Okay, I think I will switch again. Let's see. Let's go to no, not Serpent's Veil. I like that actually.
Energy levels normal. You did it.
Let's go back
It
to.
looked like the scars were using the relic to do something to those eggs.
They're filled with acid. Could be how they're making weapons.
Let's check the second relic.
do
See if
that
we
one.
find something similar.
And then where is Mitruthatos? Let's go back to the old school real quick. There was like a, oh yeah, I think he went to it. I was gonna say there was like a secret area on the bottom that you can go fight. Oh, there's another group of ads. That looked like one of the sentry drivers you can get in Arc Raiders. Well, I've been playing way too much Arc Raiders. Oh man,
There are
that's
more
funny.
eggs here. I think you might be right, Freelancer.
Oh, wrong guy. Yeah, and a lot of the times your guns affected your health too. Yeah, this game had a lot of cool things going for it, for real. It just didn't get all the bells and whistles ordered out right. And then it didn't have, that's crazy how like some things, yeah, it is. You do definitely need a balance, but there needs to be an overwhelming, I don't know. Still needs to be fun enough for you to want to play, I guess, at the end of the day, no matter what. And giving you a reason to play too is like icing on the cake. Yeah, I guess that's how you should look about it, like, right, like a cake. How good is the whole cake? It's like, do you like just licking the icing off? Cause you don't like the yellow cake, right? Or it's like, do you eat the whole cake? How you eat the cake, anime? You cut it in, you big brain it and you cut it in half and then you mash the pieces together. Put the icing facing toward the other bread. Or do you eat it plain? Ain't no right or wrong, it's just how you eat the cake, anime. I wonder, can I change my settings a little bit, make it a little looser? Just deal. This is round there's Fury catches him on fire, or Or it's supposed to, anyway. Hey, Dark Blade joined. Dark squared blade. I bet you his blade is dark. Whoa. It's another one where it's telling me to go back to Central. Time to go back to Central. Oh, Dark Blaze of Storm. Hey, man.
Greetings.
We might play. I don't know if we'll play the Cataclysm or not after this.
Scars incoming.
Here we go. Let's crack on, Mike. There we go in hype mode, and it's over. Yeah, I'm getting my rust off. Yeah, that's what was dope about it. It was all the combos and the chaining of the abilities on this thing. I remember having a setup to where I would like do a puff of smoke and I would get so much super energy. But this might not be the one. I have to look at my thing again. I think I chose this one because of the number of charges I had. But one of them was like, Puff gives lots of the acid smoke cloud does a lot of ultimate damage. It gives you a lot of ultimate damage. Oh man. Yeah, man, it was definitely the speed that I got hooked on with this, with the interception. It was just how fast you could maneuver around the battlefield. There's one more. I think they got that though, right? 'Cause I don't have it. There we go.
Relic silenced. Faye, can you? What was that?
Serious buzzkill. That's probably the creature making these eggs.
If we don't kill it, Scars will just come back.
The sound came from below. I'll find you a way underground.
Yeah, the flying, it could have used a little bit of like what? A little bit of pizzazz as far as like the what, like maybe give it a kind of a speed boost somewhere, a button you can press, some type of little mini game you can play in the air. That's one thing that I like about Mercules, is that hearing him talk on the Destiny's Death team, he would talk about the certain mini games they would give. I think it was him and Chris Proctor. Certain mini games they would give the guns. Like so, like Revision Zero has like a little mini game that you get, and then you play the mini game, you get a reward, which is a sniper shot. It's like those type of things are definitely engaging. They have to be done in a non-annoying way too, though. Like I guess Ace of Space is another way, but that's an easy way, right? It's just kill clip. It's kill clip outlaw.
Too many eggs.
It's like I always love like the rewarding creativity part
This
of it.
one's unstable.
getting creative, encourage people to not choose the strongest, easiest, safest route, but you know, reward the variety itself. Because then that encourages like just a beautiful sandbox in general. There's nothing more enjoyable than joining a sandbox and seeing other people's play styles and builds, and then syncing them up with your own, or them conversely being totally different. Like a full fire team of fire element, or you know what I'm saying? Maybe fire and ice is pretty cool, or something you never thought of, right? Like fire and earth, make lava or something. I don't know. Spitball. I guess I should go ahead and get the what's name. I am the speedster, right? Nope. Yeah, man. Oh, yeah. Drop the little nuke nades real quick, like. Oh, yeah, I love it. It reminds me a lot of Warframe, bro, and I have never played well, I ain't gonna say never. I did download it once. I don't think I made it past that though. Oh. I thought they shut us down. Okay. Oh, might have. No, they didn't. Oh yeah, let's go. Shoot, we might go Grandmaster 3 then. See what's popping on there.
Good company, bad company.
Get off me. Ouch. Yeah, this isn't the one.
Hey, it's not working.
Energy readings are stabilizing. It'll just take a minute. Just hold tight. Any interference could cause it to spike again.
Keep going. Man, I forgot I didn't even use the weapons like that either. Because honestly, yeah, you see how the spider caught fire? That's Ignite before Ignite existed. You know what I'm saying? I think it literally says Ignite too. This is Scorch. That's what it was. It was Prime. I would prime them and then you would detonate them. I think that single shot pistol is probably better though for this.
Get back to the platform.
Oh, hush. I don't want to be on the platform, but I'll go. I know I need to be. I was supposed to be throwing these too. There we go. God, yes, it is so much fun. Alright, go ahead and destroy these. I swear there was a button that you could press that allowed you to switch to the POV. As far as like the angle that your javelin's facing. Yeah, man, let's bring it back. Like I said, definitely fun game. Appreciate it while you was here, man. Thank you for all the devs that put in time and working on it. Yeah. The trailer was the trailer was not indicative of the final product. However, it was still very fun and enjoyable. It made me pre-order, I'll say that. But I will say I had a blast. I do not regret any time spent playing this game. I weep for the potential. That's what I said. I weep for the potential. I will cry knowing that after today I can no longer upload Anthem and play on my interceptor. Oh man. But you know what? They would be happy tears and there will be sad tears mixed together. Because I will remember how much fun I had. Shit. And that's real. Actually, out of ammo, I should jump down there, but we almost done.
That one sounded angry, right?
How you do the loot is important too. Because I think, what's the name of that game? The Day After or the day before? Ironically, bro, if they would have put a little bit more TLC in that thing, it would have been popping. It would be what Arc Raiders is today, but but that's my point though, I guess, is how you do the loot is very important. You have to make loot that wants the player to invest in it, yeah, and wanna obtain it. Cause honestly, that's the reason why I'm not playing Destiny right now. There's no loot that I want to obtain right now. Granted, my bum broke ass ain't got the DLC, but that being said, I don't have the DLC because there was no real weapon that I wanted to obtain from that like that. Don't get me wrong, there's some great weapons in there, but there was not anything that made me say that I needed it. And for what content too. I guess that's another piece too, is that you definitely, I guess that's the trifecta, right? Is the community, the loot, and end game. You need those three. Because if you don't have end game, why are we still playing after an extended period, right? If you made it for the purpose for it to be played for a longevity time. If you just made it for like a single player God of War experience, I get that. But yeah, speaking it out loud now that I think about it, you definitely need an end game. End game needs to be like, I guess, at the apex of that pyramid. And as soon as you get to that, right, it need to be like refreshed again, I guess, right? You need to reach another level of boom, find another community of other people who's like reached the apex with you. And they also want to pursue more in-game as well too, because of the loot. And so I guess you can start shifting those pillars around in different aspects, right? Where cosmetics can play a part of the community too. But yeah, saying that out loud, yep, because that's the reason why. Like there's no in-game content right now in Destiny apart from the dungeon, which is, you know, already complete. That makes me want to run in there and go get them. And they're trying because they put the Nightfall stuff in, but you know, it's not enough. That's why I like this strike, because it's Tyra mine. But there's only so many times that I can play this stuff and enjoy it as much. Yeah, this is better. He's actually. See, this is where that alt will come in handy. I actually should swap to it. Let me see if I can do it real quick. Oh, it's not gonna let me swap. Nope. I don't think it's gonna let me swap my Oh, there we go. No. It won't let me swap my thing. Oh well, I have to pick him up. Well, we'll know next time that we run this. We'll have to pick up have to put that on when we run G and 3. Back up. I don't want none of that. Keep your fangs to yourself. Keep your fangs to yourself, man. Oh, I'm overheated. Yeah, that's why I love this, man. I was the debuff character. Woo hoo hoo hoo. Whoa. Go ahead, Iron Man. Put it on. Put it on him, Anthem. Start. Yeah, I don't need you guys, bro. Give me my melee abilities and I'm cooking. Yeah, my guns don't do that much anyway. My melee is where it's at.
It's dead. Did it. The caravans are safe.
Well, I need a drink.
You know your link's still connected, right?
Yep. That's so much I need a drink.
Hey. That's pretty dope. That's a pretty dope paint job there. Yeah, man, it's beautiful to see. That's what I mean as far as community is, right? It's like everybody on here is on here for the last time because they are here for the last time. You know, I wonder who has played Anthem the most. I wonder who that person is that has played Anthem the most out of everybody, bro. It has to be somebody out there, obviously, right? That's crazy to think about. Is that, yeah, that's crazy. I wonder who that person is. Alright, maybe we can go do the Cataclysm? Just to switch it up. Blaze Warding. Yeah, they didn't have enough variety for the exotics, right? Like, it was a pretty good idea, but they didn't give us enough initially, right? They would have had like 3 to 4 more, you know? I think would have been pretty alright to mess with. Legendary. 95%, 150% weapon damage. Alright. Oh, let's salvage everything, man. I don't think there's anything I'm gonna be missing. Yeah, we'll play it's freelancer work. Can you still do the Cataclysm? Nice. I don't think you can. Dang, I don't think you can play the Cataclysm anymore. I kind of don't want to run the same thing over again, but I don't remember the other ones off the bat. Which one was the Sunken Cell? It sounds so familiar, but I don't remember. Dang, yeah. I thought she'd be able to play the Cataclysm. We'll try. We'll try Cat 3. Yeah, we'll play a different mission. See, the problem is I don't know how popular the other two are, so I don't know if the other two will have anybody in them. And I can't remember the mechanics off the top of my head, so. I don't know. I think Expedition Level 2 is good enough. Well, because I don't want to join and then nobody joins. So we'll try that one. Try speed of equip year. And then. Okay. Yeah, because I don't want to free roam. Yeah, there's no expedition. Dang, that sucks, bro. It's understandable, but that sucks. Alright. Sunken Cell. That level, Grandmaster 2. Gotta go to Forge. Let's see what Ace Smith was on. Let's see. Javelin. What setup did you have, Ace Smith? Increases damage, resistance. Nah, it wasn't Voice of Courage. This ain't the one either, I don't think. One of them gives me ultimate. That ain't the one though. Might as well clone it. Okay. Hitting an enemy adds 7 ultimate charges. So is there anything that I have that gives me ultimate charge already? That's harvest bonus. Is there anything that talks about ultimate? Dang. What was it then? Here, we'll try this. just to mix it up. Slayer's Fury. Yeah, that's what I just messed with. Shadow's Claw. Let's put on Voice of Courage. Additionally, down. Yeah, revives down squad mates. It breaks us free of all status effects. Components. Assault rifle ammunition. I'll come back here later, actually, because I want to switch my weapons up. Assault system. What do I have on this? Oh yeah, the gas nades. Okay. Melee hits increase acid damage by 200%. So that gives me 2 more charges. Ammo drop rate. Nothing to do with weapon damage for 110%. Okay, so if I want to do weapon damage, that's what I should put on. But then I won't have my weaken though. Oh yeah, this is the aura dash thing. My blades got weakened though. I do like being able to throw them nades like that though. I ain't gonna hold you. But let's see what this mission's like, and then we'll switch it up a little bit maybe. Okay, so instead of Raunir's Blaze, I did like Jar's Wrath. That was actually pretty fun when I was using it. I think this is a close-up area too. Where's filter? I can't remember. One of these was good. Hovering increases weapon damage by 200%. I think this was one of the ones that was good. Heavy light machine gun. I think that's what I want to use actually. It's an LMG. I've been on my LMG craze for a minute recently. Look at that weapon damage, bro. 150% weapon damage, 250% weapon damage. Yeah, we're using that. Oh my god. Dude, 225% physical damage. Man, that's what I'm saying. It's like just getting a weapon drop. You would look at it and you would read the inscription and you'd be like, man, damn, that's amazing. Yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah, look at that. 200% weapon damage. And if I'd have paired that with the other one, yeah, this one right here, 250% weapon damage. So it should knock, bro. Let's see. All of these are the same, right? There's nothing special different. Okay. Okay, that's ultimate damage, but I want ultimate regen, bro. I swear there was a build that I had that would give me my ultimate quicker. It must be in these then. Must be what I saved for last. Okay, so we did that. We did that. Okay, up here. Increases acid damage and oxygen capacity by 20%. Resistance. Gear hits increase all damage. Okay. Increases electricity damage and gear cooldown speed. I don't think anything talks about Way of the Swift. Oh, so these, okay, so they all fit in the same. Dang, all these legendaries down here. Increases damage of all. Which one is an ultimate one then? Is there? Let's see. Increases electricity damage, sniper, special arms, feedback loop. Which let's see. Rapid hollow points, rejuvenating ammo, acid slugs. Dang. Thermal cooling, acid slugs, bloodlust. Increase melee damage 30%. Increase melee damage and combo chains. Electricity damage. Yeah. Extended special arms. Ultimate. This is it. Ultimate meter refills instantly when armor is critically damaged. Can occur once every 25. Okay, so this helps, but that's not it actually. Oh wow. I never knew that was a thing. Dashing 3 times refills the weapon's magazine. That's pretty dope. Increase the strike system damage by 10%. Any R1 hit increases L1 damage by 60%. That's pretty fire. I don't read anything that does an ultimate, so maybe it was all, maybe just all placebo then. Yeah, maybe it is all placebo. Okay. One of them I read, I was like, you know what, I might actually put that on. Oh yeah, the dashing of the... So what do I have on? Assault rifle ammunition. Okay, we can get rid of that one for melee hits, detonate an electric explosion. Weapon magazine size. I wonder if that's... Yeah, I need to check that out actually before... Okay, let's focus. Let's do that because I dash a lot. And then everything else can stay the same. Okay, let's go. Oh no! I think that's it. Yep. That's it. I'm pretty sure that is it, y'all. We took too long customizing. But I think she is off of the radar. Yeah. Actually, let me see something. Yep. Can't even do my can't do my ranger no more. Well, I appreciate y'all. Everybody. Everybody that I can think of, everybody that I can't. Yeah, that's it on her. That is it. And kick me all the way out. Yeah, man. Well, at least we was on to the last minute. That is pretty that's pretty nostalgic or dope. But what else can I say, man? What else can I say? Thank you. That's what I can say. Thank you. I am grateful for everything and everyone, bro. Everything that led up to this moment. Yes, this exact moment in space and time. Whenever you are perceiving and observing this energy, I appreciate it. You, them, all of it, man. Y'all don't understand. I don't know. I say y'all don't understand, but maybe you do. Maybe you get it. But yeah, appreciate it. Remember the anthem. It's over. Yeah, hey, look, man. What they say, every journey, man, begins with a single step. But the end of every journey is also the beginning of a new one. So, you know, that's a beautiful way to look at it. But yeah, it looks like it is no more able to log on, man. I know somebody somewhere out there, bro, got love enough for this game that's is gonna live on in the hearts. Like Master Guru said in Avatar, man, you know what I mean? They might be gone, but the love, the energy, right, it still live on in everybody's heart. Shit, it live on in your heart because you here. I know it's gonna live on in mine when I when I stream and be talking about this game. So, but yeah, man, just soak it in for a second and bathe in the nostalgia of the main menu. But man, I do love it though. I do love it. It's bittersweet, but it is what it is, right? At least we appreciate it while we was here. Remember the anthem. Yeah, man. Yep. She's off, man. She's off. I wish I knew the name of the dev, because that's who I would refer to if I remember later when I get off, which I probably won't, but maybe I will, or maybe this will inspire you to go do it. I'm gonna look up the guy that was talking about Anthem and is talking about how the development went and everything, and probably post the links in either the description or the channel itself. But yeah. Shout out to my man Brian Withers. I'm gonna leave y'all with a quote from the boy. I guess that's how we'll end it today. We'll chill here for a couple more minutes just for me to ran off and do my little thing. But yeah, man. Whoo, 2026. Actually, yeah. Let me look that up real quick. Look up the day that Anthem came alive. The day that Anthem came alive. That's funny. But big facts though. Dang, so it must have went off when we was customizing. So we timed that perfectly then. I'm so happy. Anthem came alive on 2019. What was the release date? The release date, that is crazy. So the release date was February the 22nd, 2019. And the send away date is January the 12th. Dang, my mind just blanked. 2026. I was tripping because yesterday everybody was talking about how it was 1/11 and Anthem released on 2/22. So that's pretty cool, I guess. That's another Easter egg. But dang. 7 years, man. 7 years, yeah. Almost to the day. Still, dang, they should have gave it another month, yo. That would have been beautiful. They must have really couldn't afford the service. Or they must not have thought it was worth it either way at the end of the day. Yeah, they say, here it is, reading this off of Google. They say, Anthem was a 2019 online multiplayer action RPG from BioWare, where players use powerful exosuits called javelins to fight enemies in a shared world, but it suffered from a repetitive gameplay loop, poor in-game, and a troubled development. You damn sure ain't lying, whoever wrote this. Leading to its servers being shut down on January 12th, 2026. Now, making the game unplayable. Somebody should put an asterisk by that. I don't know why I said that, but I got a feeling that somebody gonna come up with some alley-oop hoops. While praised for its combat and flight mechanics, it failed as a live service game, and its servers are now offline, ending its online functionality. Dang, bro, when did you update this post, bro? I just Googled this. It's a gameplay and setting. Premise. Players are freelancers, heroes in javelin exosuits defending humanity on a world of Coda from threats. I never knew that was the name of the world. The co-op was designed for cooperative play up to 3 other players, featuring a seamless matchmaking. The matchmaking was pretty good, I ain't gonna lie, even just then. The javelins, customizable exosuits with unique abilities for different roles allow for fast flight combat. And then, you know, the developer and publishers, BioWare, Electronic Arts. Man, EA, yo, please, yo, spend some of that Battlefield money on Anthem. And Titanfall. It was praised. The reception was the release was on February the 22nd, 2019 for PS4, Xbox One, and PC. I wonder what the numbers was just now on PC. Reception praised for its strong combat and flight mechanics, but criticized for a weak story. Yeah, repetitive missions and lackluster in-game. So I guess in hindsight, like when making it, I guess if I'm looking at the pie in my mind of like if I was a, you know what I'm saying, almighty developer creator, right? The pie in my mind looks like the story should be like at the core, right? So I guess the story should be like a sliver that resonates with everything. In game, cosmetics, uh, beginning, tutorial for the person that just picks up the game, intro. Like the story should be should be the tether that holds everything together, right? It should be the material, right? The investment, right? Whether somebody plays it because it has some type of investment to a mythology they like, or the character is somebody they resonate with, or the weapon is the great what is it, the moonlight sword or whatever, right? Like that should tie into every aspect of the game. If you plan on people playing it for a long time, in game needs to be 75 to 80%, bro. Period. Like that, I don't see any other way, especially nowadays, because there's no because you have to look at it and from the perspective of if people are playing your in game, that means they like it enough to. Oh, okay, it's just kicking me. I was about to say, what? Did we get back in? I was like, if people like your in game, then they like it enough to keep playing the game, right? So that's why I say in game should be 75 to 80%, right? That because in game means that they've played it. In game means that they've played it to they played through the story and they've gotten to the point where they want to continue playing on the treadmill, right? They are intentionally deciding to get up in the morning and get on this treadmill and run it. You know what I'm saying? That is their, you know what I'm saying? No one's forcing them to do that. So like in game needs to be that type of treadmill. It needs to be an appealing gym that you want to go to. You know what I'm saying? For that aspect of a sense. Um yeah, and then you can dive into the micro macro of that as far as in game goes. Uh you can dive into the micro macro of that as far as in game goes because once they're in the in game, yeah, you can flesh all of that out, right? Currencies, loot, and et cetera, et cetera. And then loot needs to be just as big of a part, in my opinion. It needs to be so much loot that even if I can hold it all, there's no way that I can even hold it all, right? Like it needs to be so much that I'm still chasing it, right? Like I think Borderlands Inception of loot is a good idea, but once you that's with any magic trick though, right? Once you discover the illusion of it, the allure is gone. I would love a trick to where I admire and honor the illusion still, I guess, right? To where you don't resent the performer. Ah, that's a good way to put it. To where you don't resent the performer for you don't resent the performer because of the illusion is broken, I guess, so to say. Think of the movie The Prestige with Hugh Jackman and Christian Bale, right? How they kept going back and forth at each other's neck, right? And once the illusion is broken, it's like if I don't want to spoil the movie, but if you know the magic trick of Christian Bale when you watching the movie, the illusion is broken, and so there's a different perception that you have while watching the movie. Is what basically what I mean to say. And I guess the same can be said for Hugh Jackman too, when you think about it that way too, which is I've never thought about it like that, but yeah, yeah, in a way that you still admire the trick, you still enjoy the process of going through the show itself. So, but that's what the loot needs to be, man. It really does in order for someone to like stay in it and gravitate to it, right? Like think about it. The reason why we chase things in Destiny, I think, is to increase our builds and to have it just different expensive builds. And in that you have different archetypes, right? You got the Buster, you know what I'm saying, the DPS King Monster, the Healer, the no, right? But like when you like I first started off the stream with, when you pigeonhole and you bottleneck it, right, and the energy can't get out, right, you just have a problem. Something's gonna give somewhere. You hobbling the army, as Sun Tzu would say, but in this case, it's the creative energy. But I think I've ranted enough for today, man. Well, I guess we could go ahead and end it at 2 hours if we can just keep scrambling for another couple more minutes, for 6 more minutes. But yeah, I guess all in all though, what I mean to say though is with it all, with Anthem, man, I appreciate it. I love it. I enjoyed it, man. I can't remember exactly like the moment I started playing and stuff. Now that I'm talking about it, I remember it did have matchmaking issues and stuff like that at the beginning. But I enjoyed it, man. It was fun, you know. I know a lot of us, we when we get caught in a moment, we it seems as though we put more emphasis on the gripes and the negatives of stuff, but I don't think that's really the case. I think deep down, a lot of people put emphasis on that stuff is because they have yet to discipline looking at the wholeness of it and appreciating it as a whole and then expressing that about the negatives is the best way I can put it. Even me, right? Like the goal of today's stream was to load up Anthem and talk talk about all the great stuff that I enjoyed about it, but also not be not have honeymoon glazed glasses on either. You know what I'm saying? Like to talk about the bad things about it. That way, if someone is taking from it and wanting to put any type of creative energy forward, it's important to have the whole. You can't have the light without the dark, the yin without the yang. You know what I'm saying? The day without the night. You know what I mean? It's all a flow of it, and I think putting more recognition onto that, um, I mean, it's just beneficial to progress. At the end of the day, I don't see how it isn't. So you know, that's the intention and the goal about it all. So, like I say, even though Anthem had its quote unquote negatives, bro, I'm sad to see it go, but I appreciate all of the time that it was here, man. The laughs that we had, thinking about the bills and coming together. It would have been dope if they'd have some stuff like raids and stuff, but hey, man, what they had was what they had to work with. I appreciate the hard work that everybody put in on all sides. You know what I'm saying? Whether it was somebody making passionate posts about it, or whether it was somebody staying up later or clocking in when they weren't supposed to and typing in on the keyboard, everything matters, man, at the end of the day. So that's just what I mean, man. I appreciate it, yo. Appreciate it. But shit, man, that's all I got, bro. I'm about to put my heart back in my chest and take it off my sleeve. Shit. The quote that I'm gonna leave y'all with today is from, like I said, the boy Brian Withers. If you want more from him, very, very awesome guy. I recommend. Just check him out. Type out his name. It's how it sounds, just how you spell it, Brian Withers. But there is no road to happiness. Happiness is the road. So, with that being said, man, appreciate everybody joining me for the anthem. Remember, man, remember the anthem. Keep it in your heart. Victory! And it's been me in the present, vibing with you from the past till we align again in the future, man. Adios. I'm Ghost. Love you later. Guardian out.